Tick and Jihad sitting in the tree. Meet me in Deagu. This episode was set 6 years before the prior episodes and follows the life of a young Korean woman named Jihad. All I wanna be was a Jihad. And she has a premonition of Tick's untimely death. Ugh. And we met this girl before. Remember, she was that hot alien chick? And she was also on the phone telling Tick, boy, you in danger. And for the first time, we are seeing Tick, our lovable Tick, as a bad man. In 1949, he was a U.S. soldier in the Korean War, and he was taking Caucasic American orders with no questions asked. He even killed Jihad's best friend by shooting her in the head right next to her because she was allegedly a communist spy. Cold-blooded. But in a very, very strange, twisted way, Tick and Jihad fall in love even though he killed her best friend. And Tick transforms from a virgin into a pipe-laying fool. And he know that Jihad isn't human. All Tick knows is that he is in love and his time in Korea is over, and he wants Jihad to come back with him to the United States. And this is actually very historically accurate because in that time, over 6,000 Korean women married U.S. military personnel during the Korean War. And that sparked the second largest migration of people from Korea to the United States. Some historically accurate for you, okay? Let's get into it. Jihad is not human. She is a Kumiho. And a Kumiho is a mythical fox with 9 tails that takes the shape of a beautiful woman. They absorb the souls and memories of bad men and kill them by explosion during sex. Y'all, this was so crazy and satisfying at the same time. We find out that a shaman turned Jihad into a Kumiho to protect her from her nasty, trifling stepfather who was raping her as a child. So once she was in the Kumiho state, she was actually able to kill her stepfather during sex. Hallelujah. But wait, it gets worse. Listen to this. When she's a Kumiho, she takes her 9 tails and penetrates the man, and right before her victims die, she sees their entire life flash before her eyes. And this is how she saw that vision of Tick's untimely death as a black man in America. And of course, Tick's black behind was too freaked out to listen to her when she was in her Kumiho state. She was trying to tell you, Tick, no, don't do it. Reconsider, read some literature. Don't go back to America. And we all know the first thing Tick did was take his black behind right back to Chicago. He don't listen. He do not listen. But how does the main character die, y'all? Like, I gotta see what's gonna happen. But what are your theories about what this episode meant? Drop down and get your eagle on with all your conspiracy theories in my comments so we can have a little discussion. Next episode, we see Hippolyta go through time as a boss chick leader. She was Josephine Baker. She was an Amazon fighter, and she was in the future. I cannot wait to see what this holds. Okay, if you're a designer, I want to wear your clothes. I want to be as vintage and 1950s as possible. So hit me up at theweavewhisperer@gmail.com and we can make some sponsorship and advertising happen.